Kalonzo Musyoka'S financial assets are not enough for his presidential campaigns. Remember, running a presidential campaign requires billions of shillings. In fact, it is estimated that a presidential candidate would require up to 7 billion shillings to run a successful campaign to contest for the seat of the president. It is for this reason that presidential candidates always turn to billionaires and oligarchs in the country so that these guys can finance their campaigns, and in turn, if the campaigners win the election, the campaigners would in turn protect their assets and companies. The likely campaign financier of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has been revealed, and this has made Ruto very uncomfortable. First of all, the Mount Kenya region is gone from his hands. His only hope is now in the Luo Nyanza. Even the Rift Valley region is slowly drifting away from William Samoei Arap Ruto. Ruto, as we speak, is now making all efforts to block and crush his opponents. His opponents are people like former DP Rigathi Gachagua, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, among other groups like Okiya Mtata, who has shown their interest to contest for the presidency in 2027. Ruto is making a lot of efforts to crush Kalonzo Musyoka, who seemingly might win the presidential elections in 2027, assuming that he gets the support from Mount Kenya and also from the Luo Nyanza, among other areas within the Republic of Kenya. I want you to note that in politics, nothing occurs by accident. The other day we saw William Ruto going after Savannah Cement boss Benson Deta, whom he fears might finance Kalonzo Musyoka's presidential bid come 2027. Now, what you need to know about this matter: running for president requires billions of shillings. Benson Deta, who is the boss of Savannah Cement, is worth billions of shillings. In fact, he has been accused of fraud totaling to 4.5 billion shillings. Benson Deta's arrest is in connection to an alleged fraudulent 700 million shillings deal to expand Savannah Cement. William Ruto has seen from afar that it is Benson Deta who is likely to finance Kalonzo Musyoka's presidential bid in 2027. And for this reason, he has been accused of forgery, of conspiracy to defraud, and false documentation, which has enabled him to secure a $35 million loan from Absa Bank in order to purchase Bamburi Cement. Now, you should note that after Benson Deta's arrest, the likes of Kalonzo Musyoka and Jeremiah Kioni, and also Ferdinand Waititu, cried out their lungs demanding for the release, immediate release for that matter, of Benson Deta. Remember, these guys, after the billionaire was arrested, Kalonzo Musyoka, Jeremiah Kioni, and Ferdinand Waititu, these guys are in the same political camp. So these guys stormed Muthaiga police station and demanded for the immediate release of Benson Deta.
In effect, Mr. Benson Deta had put in a bid to buy Bamburi Cement. This is precisely why Mr. Benson Deta has been apprehended, because he put in a bid, and this bid is supposed to come to a close on the 5th of December, next week. But because his bid is the lowest, or is it the highest? The highest. He has won the tender. People pretending there's a Tanzanian company, which is the second lowest. Those people, we will be exposing them as we go ahead. We don't want to expose them right now, because this is not the way to do business. This is precisely what we mean by high-level corruption. A Kenyan, ostensibly a Tanzanian company, is the second highest bidder, but it is literally owned. They have formed a special purpose vehicle. They call them PSVs, in order to buy Bamburi Cement, by demanding immediate release of Mr. Benson Deta.
As I've said, in politics, nothing occurs by accident. A politician fighting for a businessman is no coincidence. A politician cannot fight for a businessman if there is nothing to be gained or expected in return. If you are owning a hardware and you are arrested by the police and taken to Central Police Station, you tell me if Kalonzo Musyoka will come and protest that you be released. If you are operating a small shop, or maybe if you are running a small hospital, and for some reasons you are arrested by the police and taken to maybe Muthaiga Police Station, you tell me if Kalonzo Musyoka, Jeremiah Kioni, or even Ferdinand Waititu will come for your rescue. So what am I trying to talk about? It's all politics at play. This is some sort of symbiotic relationship. In other words, you finance me, and then I guarantee you protection once I win. It's that simple. So William Ruto had seen this from a distance. William Ruto had discovered that it is this guy, billionaire Benson Detta, who, if he doesn't watch him keenly, he will most likely finance the presidential campaigns of one of his opponents. And Ruto was not very happy about this, and this guy had to be arrested. Peter Salasya, the MP for Mumias East constituency, also demanded the immediate release of Benson Detta.
Called Peter Salasya, the MP of Mumias East constituency. I'm standing here in solidarity with my brother and with one of my constituency, because Ben Detta Sunday comes from my constituency, Mumias East constituency, and he has been in the industry of cement for some good time. He's over 30 years when he has been in this industry of cement, and is somebody that is not a briefcase investor, that we have just come up and to be an opportunist because an opportunity has come out. But he's a reputable investor in the industry, and because of his background is the reason why this person is being fought left, right, because they know he has the experience, he has the capacity.
Again, this is no coincidence. Now remember, Peter Salasya has of late been lecturing the likes of Raila Odinga and Francis Atwoli. In fact, Salasya is on record, and there's a video of Salasya saying that iyo ujinga ya ODM sitaki hapa. Salasya does not support Raila Odinga. Peter Salasya does not support Francis Atwoli and other Western leaders whom he now regards as puppets of ODM. Peter Salasya is likely to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka. This is the same reason as to why when Benson Detta was arrested, Peter Salasya had to storm that police station. Forget these other stories that he's talking about, oh, he's my constituent, oh, he's a member of my constituency. It's all politics. Salasya knows very well that these are the very same oligarchs, the very same billionaires that they would depend on if at all he would form a conspiracy with Kalonzo Musyoka to run for president in 2027. Now, there's a very important thing that I want us to look at. I want us to consider the timing of this prosecution and arrest. Remember, all these allegations that are being paraded against Benson Detta, all these things did not start yesterday. All these allegations started in 2019, but look what happened. The prosecution and arrest occurred just the other day in 2024. What have these guys been waiting for? 2019 to 2024, how many years are those? About 5 years. So what are these guys been waiting for? Now, this is why this timing is very important for us. Remember, William Ruto has already lost the mountain. Remember, William Ruto's hopes is only in Nyanza, which in my opinion, I don't think he will be able to win. So, Ruto ameona hapa nisipopiga hesabu, I will be challenged. So, Ruto is simply doing all that he can. Ruto will not rest and he will not tire until he ensures that all his opponents, the likes of Kalonzo Musyoka, are completely frustrated. It is for that very same reason that he is frustrating a very innocent investor, Benson Detta, who is a hardworking fellow. Ruto is frustrating this guy. I believe it is Ruto who is orchestrating his arrest and persecutions because it is all politics at play. Ruto is frustrating this guy because he knows huyu jamaa asiposhikwa is likely to finance the opposition, whereby the opposition in this case could be Kalonzo Musyoka and maybe Okiya Omtata, because Raila Odinga is already in his basket. I don't know whether you guys remember the Ruto and Uhuru campaigns under the Jubilee ticket in 2013. If I may ask a question, who financed majorly that campaign? Who financed the Uhuru and Ruto campaign under the Jubilee ticket in 2013? Who financed it? Majority of you know that it is Jimmy Wanjigi. And what did Jimmy Wanjigi get in return? Jimmy Wanjigi was awarded so many contracts by the Uhuru Ruto administration. He was awarded the contract to supply high-end vehicles to government facilities. So it goes back to what we had said. I protect you, you give me contracts, or you provide a favorable government policy for my business to thrive. There's nothing that comes for free. If you see Kalonzo Musyoka, Jeremiah Kioni, or Ferdinand Waititu going to Muthaiga police station to defend and to demand for the immediate release of billionaire Benson Data, there is something more than just what you can see on the surface. These guys expect this billionaire to finance their presidential campaign. And that is why Ruto is scared to the teeth. He cannot allow this guy to thrive. He has to orchestrate his arrests and detention, and he has to frustrate the guy. In conclusion, nothing is by accident. Everybody is a deal breaker. You sort my problem, I sort yours. At the end of the day, guys, this is just but my opinion. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And if you're watching for the first time, please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content such as this.